Thank you very much. My name is Austin Davis, and I'm glad to be here. Before we get started, it always seems weird that I'm ever asked to speak about fitness or wellness, because I assure you that is not my background. It's okay, though, because when I talk to you about fitness and wellness, usually most people in the fitness and wellness field didn't start out that way. As you heard in my introduction, I am a former full-time professional comedian. For the first 5 years of my life, that's my way of living. Funny for money, jokes for bucks. After 5 years, I decided to make a little career change, and I became a cop. And in case you don't know, the world hates a funny cop. True story. First time I ever made a traffic stop by myself, I walked the car and I went, "You know why I stopped you?" And the guy looked me right in the eye and he went, "Isn't that your job?" I'm like, son of a... It's really strange when you have a sense of humor and you're a cop. The world does not like a funny cop. The one question I always get is people always go, "Do you miss being a cop? Do you miss being a cop?" Not at all. But I do miss the police car. They're cool. If you don't have one, get one. Because you don't know what a good time is till you're driven down Highway 59 in a police car at 53 miles an hour. Because you feel like the pace car driver to Daytona 500. What's really funny, though, is when somebody looks up from driving and they see you in a police car behind them, it never fails. They start freaking out. It's like they have a stroke. Then they turn to the passenger and go, "It's a cop." And when they start to look, it's always, "Don't look, don't look." I wouldn't write you the ticket, but he spun his head. You get the citation. I played cop for about 2 years, and I decided that this was not really my thing, polyester and paid for it. So I started my own firm. I combined my comedy pass, my police pass, and I trained police departments and corporations literally around the world. Things were going just fine for me until June 6, 2002, when I got in the fitness business. I had a bad skydiving accident. I love what I said, that bad skydiving accident. Like there's a whole category called a really good skydiving accident. What's interesting is the next day I get a call from my insurance company. I said, "Mr. Davis, we are glad you survived the accident." I said, "So am I." And they said, "Have you read your policy?" No, I've been busy flying out a light aircraft. They said, "There's 3 things we do not insure: scuba diving, rock climbing, and y'all think it's the 3rd one, skydiving." So I have a cracked pelvis, 7 herniated discs, cracked sternum, and a closed head injury, and no medical insurance. I'm now in the fitness business. What's interesting is when I started getting in the fitness world to try to get myself in shape, the most strange thing happened. In the first year, I read 130 books on health, fitness, and nutrition. I'm going to give you a book report on 130 books on health, fitness, and nutrition. Nobody agrees on anything. So I decided to go to some trainers, which I find fascinating. I don't think I've ever been to a personal trainer. I'm now a licensed trainer, but I find the whole industry fascinating. It's like going to the mafia. You pay me money, you get skinny. You stop paying me, you get fat. Well, there's a business model I can adopt. Once I got my training license, I started training people. Before I knew it, I was hired by Methodist Hospital. Come on, you'll train your staff. Then I got hired on to do outside consulting for hospitals, and some of you may have seen it on a TV show on the Learning Channel, Big Medicine. For 2 seasons, I was the funny fitness guy. What's very interesting about the show is it's about a doctor and a surgeon and his son, Dr. Robert and Garth Davis, who operate here in Texas. They probably got more bariatric surgery miles on the planet. I was the funny fitness guy. One of the stars of the show is a young man named Alan Mata. What's interesting is Alan Mata at one point weighed 1,080 pounds. What's interesting is he was morbidly bedbound obese. Hadn't left the house for 7 years. The first time I saw him in TLC